Jeffrey Plunkett, Galactic Trash Man. Extraordinaire Jeffrey Plunkett wasn't a glamorous space hero. He wasn't sleek, daring, or even particularly clean. But he was the proud captain of a spaceship called Jeffrey's Jalopy, a 100-year-old orbital garbage hauler that rattled and groaned through the stars. The ship was a beat-up white space freighter, its hull covered in dents and scorch marks from decades of hard use. The lettering was uneven and sloppy, but it left no doubt. This was a spaceship, not a ground vehicle. Its engines sputtered with blue plasma exhaust, and pieces of its metal plating were constantly falling off as it cruised through the solar system. Jeff's only crewmate was Myrtle, his one-eyed space dog. Her glowing cybernetic eye could spot floating junk across an entire orbit, making her the best trash-detecting co-pilot in the galaxy. Space job, and once even a runaway, inflatable space carnival ride. The ship's tractor beam emitters squealed like rusty doors every time Jeff fired them up. Inside the cockpit, the controls were so old they still used actual levers and glowing green buttons. The Jalopy wasn't fast, it wasn't reliable, and it definitely wasn't safe, but it was Jeff's home among the stars. Trouble in orbit, of course. Life as a space trash man wasn't simple. One time, Jeff accidentally pulled in a whole flock of alien space pigeons, which nested inside the ship's engine chamber. The Golden Toilet Incident. One fateful Tuesday, Jeff discovered the golden toilet of Emperor Blart floating in orbit around Venus. It was massive, gaudy, and obviously valuable. He hauled it aboard, dreaming of the recycling credits. But Emperor Blart was still alive, and very much still using that toilet. Within minutes, the Jalopy was being chased through space by Blart's massive battlecruisers, firing plasma cannons. "Give back the throne!" Blart shouted over the comms. Jeff tried to argue. "Hey, it was floating in zero gravity. Space junk is fair game." That's when Myrtle stomped on the big red button labeled "Do Not Press." The Jalopy's ancient warp thrusters misfired, blasting them forward in a stinking, smoke-filled burst of faster-than-light escape. The warships didn't follow, they were too busy laughing. Jeff finally limped back to Earth, now officially known as the Planetary Dump, the galactic landfill world. He unloaded his haul, broken satellites, alien blenders, pizza boxes from Mars, and underwear the size of a city block. The Jalopy hovered over the dump site on shaky retro thrusters, belching exhaust as Jeff lowered the cargo bay doors. The dump supervisor, a rusty robot named Clive, shook his head. "Plunkett," the robot said, "your ship looks like it belongs in the dump more than the junk you bring." Jeff just grinned. "She's a little rough around the edges, but she's the best garbage spaceship in the galaxy." Myrtle barked, her glowing eyes scanning the stars for their next load of junk. And with a wheeze of its failing engines, the spaceship Jalopy lurched back into orbit, leaving a trail of space, trash, and laughter behind.